I can't speak today, but yeah, she's got me speechless. I am tongue-tied over her because she is so cute and pretty. Hello again, wig friends. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, I'm Nikki. Nice to meet ya. But if you love wigs, which you must because you clicked on this video, then you're gonna want to stick around for a while and join the party, as I always say. And of course, meaning subscribe. I bring you lots of wig reviews. I try to bring you the new drops as soon as possible, but I'll also throw in some oldies but goodies. Either way, they're ones you're not gonna wanna miss. So click the button as well as the little bell so then you will get notified and not miss any of my uploads. And if you have already subscribed, thank you so very much. I greatly do appreciate it. So yeah, wig review time. I'm talking about this cutie patootie. Oh, this cutie patootie. I have lots to say about her. I always do. So you're going to want to watch all the way through so you don't miss anything. I try to tell you all of the important deets so that way you know if it's the right wig for you. And in return, I want to hear from you. I love to hear your comments. So please go down the comments and give me your respectful thoughts. I also take requests. Therefore, if there's a wig you'd like me to review, please let me know and I will look into it. But just so you know, we have Christmas coming up. I can't believe how quickly the holidays are upon us, but I'm going to have to be a little bit careful with my spending, so I will likely have to wait till after the holidays, but still, please let me know. All right, so let's get on with it. Of course, I always show you what I'm wearing for my eyeshadow look, so today I am wearing the Browns and Nudes palette from Makeup by Yolando. I've worn this like a million times, but I still always show it. So here are those shades. And I am also wearing, what is it called again? Diamond Days liquid eyeshadow from Moira. This one is in the shade I Mean. Like, I mean, it is gorgeous. All right, so on with the good stuff. Let's talk about this wig. And I want to first kindly thank Main Concept because they're the ones who sent me this unit. I greatly do appreciate it. It is always very much appreciated. So yeah, wig from Main Concept today. And she is in the style Fancy. She is an HD lace front and she is from the Modish Style collection. The color I have her in is GR1B/Chai Latte, and that's the same color this model right here is wearing. Naturally, she is available in a few other colors, which they list here. You are always welcome to pause and zoom in on that if you want to see that closer. But as far as her features are concerned, she has a 4-inch deep side part, natural baby hairs, HD transparent lace, and she is also heat safe. And here we have her. I mean, like I said, she's a cutie patootie, right? I love this. I feel so fun and flirty. These are those types of styles that just give me that fun, energizing type of feeling. Energizing? I meant energizing. I can't speak today, but yeah, she's got me speechless. I am tongue-tied over her because she is so cute and pretty. I really think this is fun. What I really love is just the way these waves are. I mean, just look at that. I just think that's super pretty. It's not super tight, it's not super loose, it is just right. And I think it's just one of those gorgeous types of patterns that is really natural looking, and this is one of those styles that you can wear for pretty much anything. I can see her being worn to a party because, as I said, she looks fun and flirty, but she's fancy, right? That is her name. So wear her with a pretty dress or something, she's gonna bring you lots of class. So she's a great daily type of look. I love the swoop too, you know, that is really beautiful. It just gives her a little bit of extra drama. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of drama in your life, right? So this is where you're going to find some of it. I think that's really nice. But she does kind of go in the eye a little bit, which can be distracting, especially if you have long eyelashes or wear falsies. That can be disruptive, so just be aware of that. But it's not as bad as some other styles that kind of swoop down are. So it's pretty easy just to kind of, you know, swoop her out of the way if you need to. So I don't think she's too distracting, but of course I always let you know everything. This is a great length. I'm gonna probably guess 16 inches. You know, it's a guesstimate, right? But she's right at the shoulders, and she does have a little bit of layering in here. So this volume is perfect. It is really perfect. Her density is spot on perfect too. So again, this is natural. I love that. But check this out. She has got some body. I love the bounce. She's just very lightweight. I mean, you can just see that. I mean, could have fun playing with her all day long. So very, very simple style, but with some class. Color, this chai latte, I just recently reviewed it. I think it was the style Gemini, but it's not the first time either that I had reviewed it. I've tried it a couple times before. I think it's a really beautiful tone of blonde. But the root, of course, is a 1B. Personally, I think it would have been better if it was a 4. That is just my opinion. You don't have to agree with me on it. But what's most important is the blending. So it doesn't matter what color it is, as long as it looks good and professional, that's all that matters. So again, I just think if it was a 1B, maybe have it up just a little bit higher, not bringing it down quite as far so it doesn't look like too much outgrowth. But again, that blend looks really good. I'm not mad at it. I think that looks very nice and professional. But of course, where it's really at is this chai latte. I just think it's so pretty. You can really kind of see that you have that darker and lighter contrast there with the different tones. Of course, I'm not 100% sure what numbers they used to come up with this overall shade. I'm guessing maybe a little 4 or maybe a little number 6 possibly. I'm not sure, but I'm hoping the camera is picking up what I am seeing here with just the different tones there to give it that beautiful contrast. Looks very professional, beautiful blend, and just an overall beautiful color. Let me show you though what she looks like from the back. Very pretty. The texture for her is, I would say, a very light yaki. There is some silkiness in there. So I always like to tell you if it's a good balance, because you don't want it to be too silky. You just want that perfect balance to make it feel very soft and like real hair. So that is what she has. Feels very, very soft and realistic, and I definitely think that this is a good multicultural texture. And you know, I always mention the luster. Typically I'll mention that when I'm talking about the color, but I'm just mentioning it now. I think the luster is amazing, looks very natural and healthy. And she really doesn't tangle all too much, thankfully. This is a length that does help to eliminate, or I wouldn't say eliminate, but make the tangling situation easier to deal with. So I just like to run my fingers through the hair for you. I do this every time because how else are you going to see how that tangling will be for you? I mean, just look. Just look. My fingers are just gliding right through. And for those of you who don't know, and those that are regulars already know this, but I typically just use my fingers to comb through wig hair, especially wavy and curly units. I just think that there are tools that a lot of people overlook, and it's so much easier just to run your fingers through than having to dig for a brush or comb. But with this type of style in particular, I would recommend your fingers or at least a wide tooth comb. Just because I think if you use a brush, it's going to get more poofy and more frizzy, and then it's just not going to look as good. So that's just a recommendation for you on that. But again, you're not really going to need to do much with her. She's extremely low maintenance. Now, of course, she's synthetic, so there will be a few tangles here and there. Nothing severe. They're really easy to remove. So again, just hassle-free. She's just hassle-free. I don't know any other way to say that, but it's perfect. But again, she has this beautiful wave pattern. So again, just using fingers or a wide tooth comb is really all you need. And she's just gonna stay in place. Really easy. Shedding, nothing excessive there. Actually very minimal shedding to be exact. But as I mentioned, she has a 4-inch deep parting space, and as you can see, she is a right-sided part. I know I have been into center parts lately, but that doesn't mean I don't like a good side part. So this is really nice. 4 inches deep, and oops, let me just fix that. But I think it's perfect. You can see she has that curvature to it, which is good. Perfect depth and width. No plucking necessary. Very easy to blend with some powder. Just one coat of powder was all I put in there. Very flat to the head. Very flat. So again, powder, bam, done. No more worries. I really like too that you have like this V shape happening right here. So that covers anything else up here to basically eliminate the look of a wig. So to me, this is extremely, and I emphasize extremely natural looking. So I really love this. I really love this. I mean, you can tell I'm very excited about it. But she, of course, has those baby hairs that I mentioned, and they're right up in here. So if you want to take the hair, hang on, let me get it here. If you want to take this and kind of push it off to the side a little more like that, I mean, you're welcome to do that. Maybe put some hairspray to keep it that way. And then too, it won't be falling into your eye as much. So if you were to do that, then that's where these baby hairs really come into play, because then this looks more natural if you do that. So I think the baby hairs are perfect. They are the right placement for them. They're the right density, everything. Just perfect. Okay, I can't say it again, but I will. They're perfect. Again, perfect blending for the powder along there, as well as the sides here. You don't really need to worry about powder. She just blends really nicely. She's not pre-plucked, but that is okay. You can see these edges are perfect curvature to cover up your own natural ones. These here are my own baby hairs. And then over here on this side, naturally, as you can see, it is covered, but if you ever pull the hair back, you want it to look good. And I think it does. Of course, if you don't glue her down, you might have a little bit of lift up, which is to be expected. These are my own baby hairs here. So the only thing is that the edge here does go a little bit further back, so your own natural edges might show a little bit more. It just depends on the fit, so just keep that in mind. But you can see a little bit of that lace right there against my own edges there. But it's not anything I'm really concerned about. Again, it just matters on your preference and the fit, and Personally, I don't think it matters too much with this side being covered. But as I always say, I want you to know everything, and I show you everything so you are not surprised. But overall, just the way it fits, I think is pretty decent. She is really comfortable. She comes above each ear just perfectly, like she should. But I don't really think she's larger head friendly. That is about the only con I have with her. As you just saw here, as I mentioned, she kind of goes back a little further, and that's just due to the fit. She's a little snug, so that's why I feel that way. Even though she has a little bit of stretchability, it's not the best in the world. However, it's also not the worst. But if I really have to kind of come up with a decision on it, I would say I don't think she's larger head friendly. But then again, it's always worth a shot. I mean, go for it if this is a style you really want to try. You know, just go for it. But I'm just telling you. But I guess overall, I mean, come on. She's so fun. She's so pretty. She's just flirty. And I just really love styles like this that you can just wear for anything and they look perfect. They're so low maintenance. They look natural. I mean, the list goes on and on. You kind of get what I'm getting at here, right? Yeah. Thumbs up. Highly recommend this unit. Amazing. Main concept usually is they are on the mark, and I mean that. That's why I've been reviewing a lot of their wigs lately, and I've been very pleased with them. So yeah, I'm recommending her, and I'm so happy that Main Concept sent me this wig. I just am going to get a lot of use out of her. So that is my review and recommendation for her, but you know I want to know your thoughts, so don't forget to go down in the comments and do so. Let me know if you already have her, because I'd love to know all the details. And please also let me know if you decide to go pick her up after watching this review. But that's it. Thank you so very much for watching. I always do appreciate it. And I guess I'll catch you next time in my next video. So till then, bye-bye.